Hey up and welcome back to the Betty Hall Clinic. Well, today we have another classic gaming review. We're going to be looking at God Hand, which was a game that is exclusive to the PlayStation 2. Let's take a look. Well, here we have God Hand. This is a game that was recommended to me, so I picked it up. I've started to have a little bit of a blast with it. I find it really interesting. It's a game that was developed by Clover Studios and published by Capcom and got released in Europe in February the 16th, 2007. It is, as I've already mentioned, a PlayStation 2 exclusive. The game is classed as basically an action beat-em-up. It is full 3D, and it mixes Western and Japanese themed comedy, which is totally different and totally unique. The plot follows a martial artist protecting his companion, wielding a legendary pair of divine arms called God Hands. You couldn't write it, could you? In order to save the world from demons. Right, well, let's take a look at this really different beat-em-up.
Water!
Gene, this place reeks.
I know. Wait, you don't expect me to mop up, do you?
Come on, those guys are cake.
Not to mention, much sexier than you.
Well, your sexy little friends. They're coming for a dance.
They're still sexier than you are.
Nervous?
Story. Now, this is a little complicated. There's fallen angels that become a demon. There's a man who has and holds the power of God within his arms and can exile them. And the man can become the saviour and is given the title God Hand. And to top it, he is capable of becoming either a god or a demon. It's way overcomplicated, but it's absolutely wacky. It really is. But is it needed? I don't think so. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10.
You're the God Hand. What are you, nervous?
Audio. Well, you know what? I quite like the sort of music in the background. It's not everyone's taste, don't get me wrong. It isn't Dolby surround sound. There's something completely different for the day. Obviously that is more than the norm now, but I really like it. I think it's in keeping. The voice acting though at times is absolutely terrible. It almost feels like it wasn't scripted. And you know what, for that, I'm going to give it another 6 out of 10.
I'm not hurt!
Controls. At first, these are really awful. The camera is all over the place because you're moving it by mistake. You've got about as much control as ripping the skin off a rice pudding. It's that bad. You have to really bear with it with this game, and eventually you will pick it up. I suppose really you're remembering older controls, but I can't believe that they were really that incredible to begin with. Luckily the game is better than just the controls, so for that I'm still going to do it down a little, but I'm going to have to give it 7 out of 10. Graphics. This is most definitely one of the game's plus points. I think they're brilliant. I'd have been more than happy playing this back in the day, and I haven't got a clue why I never even picked this up. I think they're outstanding for what is, the game's donkey's years old now. I still think they look good today. I think they're fantastic. You can't go wrong with the graphics on this game. Tons of detail for the PS2 at the time. Fantastic. It really does get a thumbs up, and for that I'm actually going to give it 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Gameplay. You know what? You've just got to bear with yourself. You're relearning older controls. You really are. But stick with it and you will thoroughly enjoy this game. It's unlike any other beat 'em up I've ever played in my life. And you know what? I really wish I had all those years ago given this a go. It is quirky, it is totally different, but it's well worth putting in the effort to relearn those older controls as well. And for that, for the gameplay, because you are kept on your toes, I'm going to give it another 8 out of 10.
What, are you nervous?
Overall, well, I suppose it comes down to whether or not I do or I don't even recommend this game. And, well, maybe it might surprise you, but I do. I actually think this is really different for a change from any other beat 'em up. You know, if you think virtual fight and stuff like that, yeah, you've got story modes now, but this had a story mode all the way back then. And for that, it's brilliant. Yes, the camera is an absolute pain in the arse, and you've got to learn the moves before you can really penetrate this game and get any further in it. Apart from that, just learn it, bear with it. It isn't the sort of thing you'll want to play every day, I get that, but you know what, it is a little bit of a hidden gem. And let's be honest, you know, we're giving it, I suppose, average to above average score of 7 out of 10. Well, there you have God Hand, something a little bit different. It's not for everyone, I know that, but if you're into your beat 'em up genres, it's an absolute must, but it's not the sort of game you're going to be wanting to play week in, week out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want more, and I'll catch you guys again. Thanks for watching, take care.